What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. So my last video you saw me wear this shirt. The Chosen Few. Check that out, man. You know what I love about these shirts too? There's a little detail at the bottom of the tag. It just adds so much to it. Today I've got this shirt on, the Chosen Few. Reminds me of like a baseball jersey design. Again with the little tag. They sent me a black one, a gray one, and a white one. Complete set. Chosen Few shirts. You can find them on Instagram if you're into these shirts, man. Like I am. Get you some Chosen Few shirts. The Chosen Few. Also, there's a guy I met on here. He's a YouTuber. What happened to him is every YouTuber's nightmare. Mine at least. His channel got deleted. Ugh, I couldn't even imagine. I feel bad for him. The homeboy is Indianimal J. Wasn't sure if he's going to make a new channel. I think he almost had 2,000 subs when that happened. He decided to make another channel. It's just called Indianimal instead of Indianimal J. And I encourage you guys to subscribe. It's a cool channel. He's got good content. Got a lot of love and respect for him. Please subscribe. Let's get his channel count up. Speaking of other channels, a lot of people said, "Hey Splinter, did you notice Gunners Collective gave you a shout out? You know, have you heard of Gunners Collective?" Yes, I know exactly who Gunner is from Gunners Collective. I've been watching his videos from Jump Street. And right away, when I saw one of the very first videos, I said, this dude's going to make it. This dude's going to make it, man. He's a very good talker. Now, when you're a talker, and I see someone who's got game, they're talking, look, you either got macaroni or cheese sauce. One or the other. If you ain't got no mac, you know, you just got straight cheese on yours. And that fool definitely has macaroni. He's got mac when it comes to talking. He's a good talker. And you know what he does? It's very common in the pen, too, is mixing English and Spanish. All the gangsters do it. A little English, some Spanish slang, mix it up. I tried it too, because I know some Spanish words. I tried to, you know, mix it up a little bit. One time at dinner, Moscow reception. Turtle was my celly. The building was D4. Someone gave me their potatoes. It was just one potato. Potatoes is papas. Since he gave me one, I was like, hey, gross out for the papa, bro. Turtle was like, Splinter, no you didn't, man. So that was the end of my trying to mix up the Spanish English. Be that as it may. Yeah, shout out to Gunners Collective, man. It's got a really cool channel. So, I did get a B on my school. The blueprint class, it's over. Start another class Monday. It's advanced math and electrical circuits or something to that extent. And I want to give a shout out to more Billy Elliott, the Frisco Strangler, and Indianimal J for helping me out with some of the questions, man. I really appreciate it. Nothing but the most some respect for you brothers. And also Pedro. Pedro's like, hey brother, I'll shoot you 20 bucks if you go with that water for one video. What? I wouldn't do it for 2,000. I feel like I was getting rid of a good friend. For 20 bucks? Never. Shout out to you though, Pedro. So, IE Woods. IE Peckerwoods. IE is Inland Empire. You got California, you know, you got the coastal cities, and Inland is Inland Empire. It's funny because I always thought that was just like a prison term. Inland Empire. But then I was out of town, I saw it on the news, and they were called the Inland Empire. I was like, damn, I guess it's just known as the Inland Empire. And then IE Inland Empire, you have Riverside County and San Bernardino County. So today we're going to talk about Riverside County, IE Woods. Now they go to Chino for their violations, and they go to Delano for their terms. One time I walked a reception though, and a bus, like an overflow bus, came in with 6 Woods from IE. They hit my building. And it was weird, they all kind of sleep in the same general area too. They have this little corner sewed up, and they're represented to the fullest. They're probably only IE Woods and all of Wasco Reception. Working out twice a day. Dang, slow down, Splinter. They were working out twice a day, and they said, we're over here if you need us. We're down, we're with it to the fullest. And they were, I had a lot of respect for those dudes. The dude had the keys to their car, his name was Pistol, and I'd walk by him, I had to walk by to go to my bunk. Go, what's up, Pistol? What's up, IE Woods? Good dudes, though. So, when I was at New Delano, it's a level 4 180, we're in the level 3 gym. The guy who was going to have the keys for the Woods in that level 3 gym is the guy who opens up the line of communication with the white dudes, the Woods, and level 4 180 buildings. So the dude who was able to do that was dude Whip, because they just opened his gym up. We're trying to get contact with them. Whip from IE did it. So he had their blessing, they had the keys to the building, and he was trying to get drugs and stuff going on. Now, we got off on the wrong foot. Whip from IE had the building, keys to the Woods, didn't like me because I would be sleeping after breakfast. Look, you're not allowed to do it. I love it though. I love to freaking sleep after breakfast. I mean, you come back, you're full. When you eat a steak meal, you're only full for like an hour. You know, you're full off that breakfast, you want to come back, lay down, it's quiet for the most part, still early in the morning, even in a dorm it's going to be quiet, but it's actually the worst time to sleep, because in the morning anything could happen. Fighting over the bathroom, maybe someone didn't get their fix of heroin, they're a little bit grouchy, or their fix of coffee, Maybe something happened the night before and they're going to spark it back up in the morning. You need to be on point. You need to have your mattress rolled up, your boots on, and active and programmed, and over in the corner working out, or just up and ready to go. But me, I just love to sleep. But what I would do, I'd kind of half-ass it. I would roll my mattress up, keep my boots on, but I'd kind of slouch a little bit like this, and I have my beanie pulled down. And I'd hear someone come get close, and I'd say, I can see you. I'm not awake. I'm not asleep. Actually, I was being truthful. I'm not awake. My beanie on. I could see through the beanie, though. I don't my eyes if I heard someone coming. Finally, Whip hit me up. He's like, hey, brother, you trying to disrespect me? I said, no, if I was trying to disrespect you, I'd say, what's up, bitch? No, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm trying to respect myself and get a little shut-eye, man. Maybe you don't need the beauty sleep there, Whip, but I certainly do. I love to sleep after breakfast. He's like, no, man, you're making me look bad. It's like you're disrespecting me. It's like you're calling me out, put me in a position to do something. I'm like, fuck it, man. So I kind of did do my part thing a little bit, but I kind of had a bully beanie pulled up, so there was a compromise there. But then Whip, he ended up getting in trouble somehow. No one really knew how, only he knew. He's dealing with those level 4s. He got some of the dope, didn't give him the money, and all of a sudden his attitude changed, and he was just real skittish and nervous. And every time he seen him, he had that look on his face like, did you guys get the kite about me yet? Like he thinks we're, like he's like, damn, those level 4's gonna shoot these fools a kite and they're gonna get me. He was waiting on that to happen, because he fucked up. But one day he was back to his normal chipper self. He must have squared that out with level 4s. And that was that. But he was a cool, alright dude. He was trying to get his old lady to bring him stuff in. I was getting ready to get out. Somehow, she got my number. I don't know what the case was. I don't know if I was going to plug her. Can't really remember. Somehow, she got my number. She figured the prisons in Bakersfield in Kern County. I was just getting out, so I can't remember exactly what happened. But she ended up getting busted trying to bring him in dope. She ended up going to the county jail. She lands in a pod. It just so happened, a small little pod, probably about 20 chicks there. Just so happens, she lands in a pod where 3 of the girls know me. So, like, what are the odds? Like, well, out of these 20 girls, 3 on those splinters? Like, what the fuck does he know? Like, 1/3 of the girls in Bakersfield really made me shine. She didn't really know that. It just happened. Those 3 girls knew each other, and it just so happened that way. That no, I don't actually know a lot of girls, but I knew those 3. They just happened to be in that building. So she's like, wow, get for the impression, like, fuck, he knows all these chicks. So she was trying to call me, and actually when she got out, she said she wanted to come over and hang out, kick back with me before she went to IE. Then I did bring up, break out the fucking English, Spanish, cut straight, said, Charles Holmes. Nope. I avoided that. I had respect for Whip and just, nah, I don't get down like that, fuck all that. So, anyways, be that as it may. Kind of reminded me of the time, this apartments I was hanging out in all the time. I knew this dude Steve lived there. I knew about 4 or 5 other people in these apartments. There was a lot of girls coming and going. Someone started a rumor that Steve and I were having a race to see who could sleep with the most chicks. We were just trying to, get with all of them so you can get the most, which is the farthest thing from the truth. When I'm really strung out on heroin, I care less about vagina. I'm like, psh. Care about all that. I care about getting well in the morning and itching and scratching and doing my thing. I need some chick. She's probably gonna want some of my shit. You feel me? Fuck all that. So no, I've been trying to get with all these hood rats. But instead of it grossing them out, like, what? Fuck you guys. You guys just trying to run a race, see if you can get the most chicks, and made them like, hey, Splinter, what's that? It made them like, come on to me more. It was a trip. What was that, reverse psychology? I was like, no, Charles Holmes. Be that as it may. So, there's a dude I met my first term. His name is Vern. It's a skinhead from a clique from Riverside called RSSH. Riverside Skinheads. Pretty known. I had a lot of respect for Vern. Him and I kicked it. He's a really cool dude. Matter of fact, when I paroled and then I came right back, I was at Wasco A-Yard. He never got out. He went from the CCF we were out. He raised his points. He went to Wasco. I ended up bumping into him. I was like, what's up, dog? What you doing here? Did you get out and come back? He's like, I never got out, bro. He just transferred me here. We hung out a little bit. We both worked in the kitchen. He was mainline. I was reception. He gets out from there and gets shot in his chest by NLR. Over some chick. He's at his pad. Dude just comes in, boom, shoots him in his chest. I'm at New Delano level 3, meet a skinhead from RSSH. Of course, I was like, hey, what's up? You know that dude Vern? I don't even remember if he told me he knew Vern or not. All I remember is this. One day he walks up to me, he's like, hey, dude, you know that dude who shot Vern? I was like, yeah. He's like, he's here on the yard. I was like, oh, the dude who shot Vern is here? I was like, damn. And then he blew me away with this one. He's like, dude, I'm not going to tell him when I meet him. I'm RSSH. I was like, shh. See, I'm much different now than I was then. Because then when he told me that, I was all about poker face and absorbing what people tell me. Not reacting. And I'm thinking, just thought to myself, biatch. But nowadays, I'd be like, you're not going to tell me where you're from? Why, dude? You're scared? That's like a pussy movie. You should go out there and tell him exactly where you're from and take off on him first if you're scared. Like, what? So it just blew me away that he's like saying he did not want to tell this dude who shot his homie where he's from, because he figured it'd make a problem between them. Maybe it scared him because the dude was a lifer, and he's like, fuck, he's capable of anything, and this dude was short. I don't know. I'm trying to make excuses for him. I can't get into his mind, because I would never think that way. And this dude really came off like a tough badass, too. He said he was UFC. Everyone says they're UFC, though. If I had a nickel for everyone who told me they were UFC, I just had like a big old bag of nickels. I'd just be walking around town all day like, hey, fool, what's up? Want a nickel? Oh, what, you want two? Shit, take a handful. Nickels for everyone. Because everyone says they're UFC. Even me, hey, way back in the day in my 20s, I came up on a shirt that said like Jiu-Jitsu or something. Like Jiu-Jitsu Academy. I used to wear it all the time. And I'd be thinking, yeah, motherfucker, see this thing? I'm in the Jiu-Jitsu Academy. I can't even say it. Yeah, I'm in the Jiu-Jitsu Academy. Not. So, yeah, man. We're going to get on with it, and we're now going to talk about... It's fucked up when I can't understand my own notes. What I even have them there for. But there's my homeboy Trouble. I'm homeboy Trouble, but Trouble. My celly. Skinhead. When I was at Soledad in that lockdown, that big old riot with the Northerners happened. We lived together for 10 months in that cell. But he was not RSSH, but he was a skinhead from Riverside, but it's what they call independent. The thing about him is so funny, he used to always tell me, I want my IEs. I want my IEs. Because those IE Woods, dudes from IE, all they want is to tattoo IE on them. Inland Empire. They all want it. If they don't have it, they want it. And he always, I want my IEs. I want my IEs. Finally I go, dude, you mean your IE? Are you going to get like several? Your IEs, you're probably getting 5. One here, one here, one here. What do you mean your IEs? No, you want to get your IE, bro. What's up with the plural? But everything he did bugged me. When you're stuck in a cell with someone, I remember how he'd eat. He would like wait and he'd like organize all of his food and he would take a long time. I mean, I'd get my plate and I'm just like mixing it all together. Blah, blah. He's taking his time, organize everything. And he would eat one thing, all the green beans, all the applesauce, all the hamburger. He just, it bugged me. It's like I was trying to look like a car wreck. Like, oh, don't look. Oh, I have to. But then we did end up getting a fight, close to it anyway, because I was in the top bunk. He was in the bottom bunk. When you're locked down, they bring your food to your cell. Cop comes, crack the door. There'll be some inmates there holding the big old trays. There'll be some trays on there. One dude grabs them, comes in. Since I'm on the top bunk, I'll be sitting up there. My mattress rolled up. I'll have a little towel there, my drink and my salt, whatever, my spork. Wait for him to hand me the tray. I start noticing, though, he'd get 2 trays and turn around. He would judge which one was bigger, which one had more. He would get the biggest cake, the biggest main course. Finally, I said, hey, dude, fuck that, dude. I'm not going to let you get the food and keep the ones bigger. If you're going to do that, then fuck it, you get breakfast trays, you pick your biggest one, then I'll get the dinner trays, and I'll get the biggest one. So we can each get a big one, or whatever, you know? But I'm not going to allow you to get the biggest thing every time. Fuck all that. So he goes, all right, man, I won't do that no more. My bad. And he was good for a while, till one Sunday. Grand Slam. And what it was, I know what happened is they're making trays, and they're going to get a new big tray. Linebacker brings a new one in, so they take that one and dump it out, and get rid of it and bring the new one in. Sometimes they dump and really fill up a tray. So when he grabbed that, it should have been mine, it was overflowing. He didn't have it in him to give it to me. Too much temptation. Kept it for himself. I sat there, saw that, fuck that, jumped down, grabbed the tray, threw it in the trash. Sling him, dude. You're not going to fucking punk me. Hell no. So, we worked it out. He's a good dude. Matter of fact, my homeboy Ace went up to Chino do a violation, saw trouble, and he said, hey, tell Splinter I send mine's full blast. Good dude, got a lot of love for him. There was this youngster, when I was doing the COCF, out-of-state transfer. He wanted Riverside on his stomach so damn bad. He was doing 9 years for a bunch of guns. He was a knucklehead. He wanted to put in work. He wanted to jump somebody. He already had IE, but now he wanted Riverside. Got to put work. Put in work for the IE. Put in more work for the Riverside. Keep putting the work in. The more work, the more you get. Not just one issue gets you all the tats. Hell no. Wish it was that easy. He had the IE. Now he wanted Riverside. No work to put in. He put him on pause. But he's bugging the dude who had the keys. I don't want to tell you his name. He's still in there. I don't want to make him look high power. He had control of all of it. Dude for IE. He's like, let me get it. He's like, no, man, you better kick back, fool. This dude's always in trouble. I'm like, thinking to myself, he's just going to get it. He's a knucklehead. He's not going to wait for the green light. He's just going to go get it. And one day, we're all kicking back down there, chilling. He comes out of a top-tier cell and ducks into another one, and you can see it. You can see it bigger and shit. Riverside, just blasted, all shaded and all dark. That dude had the keys for IE. Told my celly, Richie Rich, for IE, who was just getting ready to go home. He's from Riverside, too. Told him, come on, man. We're going to go get this fool. Richie Rich is like, we're just going to give him a little 23 seconds to the body. Dude's like, no, we're going to stomp him out. Fuck all that. I told him not to. We're going to try to remove it if we can. They headed up the stairs, and I was like, oh, man. Damn, it's going to be all bad for that kid. They go up there, and it turned out just to be an outline. He wanted it so bad, he had someone draw it on there, so he'd like look at the mirror and be like, oh, one day I'll have it. So, yeah, he didn't get smashed out that day. But him and my silly Richie Rich, both from Riverside, they just butt heads and fight all the time. Arguing, it's like, man, you guys are homeboys, what the fuck? But I think it was that youngster was just an knucklehead. He didn't give a fuck about nobody. So, yeah, be that as it may. What else? Well, I guess that's about it. That last video, though, I ended it. It died. My bad. All I was saying is that fool Kris, him and I fought. He cheap shot at me. But looking behind me made me look. He got me with a good one. So good that my knees was doing this like this. So I locked up with him, is what you do. You know, I'd rather lock up or before I fall down, grab his ass. And since I had him, I just started doing some hardcore body shots to his side. Boom, boom, boom. 3 or 4, and his brother broke it up. And when we walked away, even though he had a full blast cheap shot on me, and I only had a couple body shots on him, he was clearly injured way more than I was when I was walking away. Then one of our big homies from our neighborhood called him, said, come to my house. I could let me roll with you. We went over there, and the big homeboy, when he saw us, said, didn't you guys just fight? And I thought, wait a minute, how the fuck did you know? Then I thought, he must have sent dude over to get me. That always still fucks me to this day. He said, didn't you guys just fight? How the fuck did you know? Then what he did next fucked me up even more. He did like this. He goes, my favorite dog's the pointer. And he leaned over, looked at my hand. He went like this. I wish I had my Core J's on, but I got my Pumas on. I'm going to show you my feet. Then he goes like this. Leans into it. My favorite dog's the pointer. The big homie from my neighborhood. Now when I say big homie, I don't mean Pelican Bay, Corcoran Tehachapi big homie. Older dude from my neighborhood. He always had funny style on him. People would always accuse him of being a rat and a snitching. I'd stick up for him. I thought he was solid. He did some prison time. But then he said his favorite dog was the pointer. I was like, blah, blah, blah. I gotta bounce. Cut the string, let it fly. Peace.